Public Works Committee meeting for December 4th, 2023. Councilor Wolverton? Here. Gear?
Here.
Sims?
Here.
Nelms?
Here.
Harden?
Here.
All right, it's 5-0. Everybody's here.
All right, everybody's here. Can I have a motion to dispense the reading and approval of minutes from November 13th?
Second.
All right, motion by Councilor Nelms, second by Councilor Harden. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? 5-0. Bo, we have no old business, so we're moving to new business. 10-11-23. Request permission to block a portion of the right-of-way during repairs to building facade at 2823 18th Street South. Leslie Canner, Disc Real Estate, and Wyatt Pugh.
He's here.
All right. Yeah, it's crumbling a little bit, isn't it?
Ball Boutique might be moving.
That's good. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Alright, and you can, he's got the picture up, behind you, so you can just tell him.
What we're requesting is that we're gonna need to use some of the sidewalk and some of these parking spaces. We were cleaning the building, and then we noticed that this part above shoe fly was starting to fall towards the street. And it's separated about 3 inches. So there's a crack, keep just to the left of the globe
Yeah.
where I have this post as a temporary.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
perfect.
it's supported here.
There you go.
Right. Do I have to hold it down? Yes. So right here is a crack, and the only thing that is keeping it up is the force of it against itself.
Oh, wow.
And this thing is about 8 feet long, and it's about 6 inches tall and about 14 to 16 inches deep. It's very heavy.
Okay.
So what we have to do to remove these is we're gonna start on the top. This is a parapet wall, and we'll stand there and we'll take this top layer off, and possibly these, you can see how this one's falling.
Yeah.
And then there's some here. And what we're gonna do for these is we're gonna use a rough terrain forklift, which is like 4 tires, big tires, and telescoping, and has forklift. So we'll have scaffolding here as well. We'll start to shimmy those out, put them on the forklift, and then set them in a parking space. So our concern is that, you know, it's probably been like this for a little while, but we put this up here, these supports anyway. And so that's basically what we want to do. We want to have people cordon this off with tape, and we'll have people there. We'll have all of our hard hats and stuff like that.
How long do you think that will take?
We're thinking anywhere from 7 to 10 business days, and we'll work Saturday.
Right during Christmas sailing.
Yeah.
We're not doing, yeah,
Oh,
they
oh.
asked us if we could not do it. And
Until after
we agreed
Christmas?
with that.
That was gonna be one of my questions, yeah.
So, yeah, we're not gonna do it then.
Okay.
We're gonna do it in January.
Oh, okay.
So
And
we're on this.
Yeah.
do you have dimensions of how much sidewalk you, like how far from the building face you need out
The
into the
sidewalk
sidewalk?
is from here, up against the wall here, is, I believe, 9 feet.
Does that sound about right, Berkeley?
So, what I was.
Front of the building out to the curb, about 9 feet?
Right.
Okay.
We're gonna have people come out into the parking space
Yeah.
and walk around it. And we're gonna stop whenever somebody's there, because they want us to remain open.
Oh, okay, they're gonna stay open while y'all are doing the work.
Right, and so we will just stop, and then we'll let people come in and out.
And what's you said you're gonna put when you take the stuff down, you're gonna put it into a parking space, just one parking space?
We'll probably need 2 or 3.
Okay.
And again, it's gonna be in January.
Right.
That's a slow time.
I mean, that is typically.
Slower than now, for sure.
Yeah,
But so, the owner of this is, her name's Leslie Canner. She was born and raised here.
She lives in Maryland and Virginia, doesn't she?
She lives in Maryland. I'm her neighbor. So, I've been working for her for a long time. And, so.
Do you have dates picked out? Do you have the dates picked out in January for when you're?
We're
planning
thinking
on-
somewhere around the 7th. And then it'll come down, we're gonna probably have to set up our scaffolding, get our rental here. And using Tracery Stone. I don't know if anybody knows them, they're a local company. To deal with the limestone, they'll be making, new pieces here. Obviously, these are all being replaced. And these here are probably 1,000 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
They're 8 inches thick.
Jeez.
I mean,
Oh my God.
I
it's
was
surprising
literally
how big
standing in
they
that
are.
doorway last night, window shopping, like showing my friend, that's the dress I want right there.
Little did you
Actually,
And then we
know.
just stood there and talked.
Really nice job.
So the 7th is a Sunday.
Then it would, that's when I would arrive here.
Okay, okay.
And then we would get scaffolding on Monday and start on Tuesday, so it would be like the 9th.
What the permit says, it gives them the right to use the right of way pursuant to a permit issued by the building inspection department. So that they can define when he can start and when he has to finish by, be probably the best way to handle it.
Okay. And what about accessibility issues, Mike? Are we talking about, I guess I'm still not clear on closing
Again,
off.
the building inspection department is the best people
Sure.
to
I'm not clear on
specify.
how the sidewalk is gonna be closed off, or if it's just gonna be narrowed so people can still pass on the sidewalk.
I don't,
Not everybody can walk.
yeah, I think you're gonna have to close off that whole sidewalk, aren't you?
I think so.
There's no way they're gonna be able to maneuver a
The-
forklift
yeah.
without closing that off.
I'm gonna have more of these with tape, so there's gonna be like a path for them to walk back out, go around it, and come back to the sidewalk.
Out into the street probably.
Into the
It
parking lot.
wouldn't be in the street, but it would be in the
Parking
parking spaces.
So you need a couple parking spaces for the forklift materials, and then you're gonna need another couple
Yeah.
in order to
And-
bypass the sidewalk there?
Well, when you're using the forklift, it's one of those things that you do something and then you're sitting there and waiting for a while.
Sure.
Until the next one's ready, and then you're gonna use it for 10 minutes and
Right.
go back to it.
Right.
So, we will have a path that's, we don't want anybody to get hurt. And that's what prompted this whole thing.
Yeah.
is,
Sure.
Putting this up here and putting
Are you
this.
replacing all that limestone, or are you just repairing it and putting it back?
The ones that we can, they're gonna be cleaned. I don't know if you saw any of the, you should have seen it before we started cleaning it. It was really dirty, hadn't been cleaned. Apparently this was built in 1920. So I went to here and to Jefferson County to try and find any plans, and it's too old, that nobody had any. So, we are gonna bring in a structural engineer. There is an I-beam that is sitting, goes all the way behind this, sits here, and it's about a 12-inch I-beam here. And it goes here. So these are sitting on that, but these are kind of precarious. And that's why I put these up. And so we'll take these off from the top, and then we'll take these down. There's a brick substrate behind it that has to be reset and pushed back and anchored.
Is there any immediate concern of any of this falling?
Well, that's why he put, can you see what he put up there?
Yeah.
The red
Yeah,
poles?
he
You
joints
put
it.
those
braced it.
supports, yeah.
See,
He-
can you
he
see them?
braced it.
They put stuff up
It's
to hold
been
it
like
up.
that
tiny little-
probably for some time.
Right.
And, before I put that there, it
Okay.
was when there was a piece, they actually had oak tongue and groove flooring here. Don't know why, but we took that off, and it's gonna have stone.
And so you've got
So it's
four,
gonna
you've
make
got
it a lot
four
nicer.
joists basically right now,
I
kind
have
of.
4 support columns.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, at each of the joints. And, so we'll take this off, it'll get cleaned, reset, and then re-anchored. And
Well, thank you.
All right.
so that's pretty much it.
Anybody have any other questions, concerns? Okay. We
I
got a
would like
motion?
him to work just with the building department, cause my gut is, those things are huge, and he's
That's-
gonna need a bunch of.
That's what Mike said, they have to,
space.
so.
Yeah, he's gonna need more space than you would think.
Is that a motion, John?
Yeah, I mean, I think as a part of it, yeah. If you're fine with that, I'd like
Sure,
them to
we'll do whatever
control.
we want,
Yeah,
we wanna do
yeah.
everything the right way.
Okay.
And, so how does the process work? Do you
So-
now vote on it next week?
Yes, next week would be the final vote, yep. So tonight, committee, John just made a motion to go ahead and approve pending the proper indemnification agreement, I would assume.
Yep, and.
We need a second?
Second.
And, I mean, I think it's.
That's how it's written.
given, it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
It's
it's
gonna work
written.
through Wyatt's department.
Yeah.
That's normal.
All right, motion by Counselor Harden,
Second.
second by Counselor Gear, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Alright, 5-0, and
I almost didn't
that will
make
be
it.
on the agenda for full council next week.
Okay.
He's traveling.
Yeah.
long
Yeah,
distance.
you probably
Yeah,
don't need
You
to
don't
be
need
here
to
next
almost
week.
all of us are here right now. I don't know that you really have to be here
Okay.
next week.
I just wanted to say that once we take it down, we are gonna bring in a structural engineer.
Yeah.
And they may say, put, 8-inch angle,
Right.
iron here bolted in using certain specifics, certain threads, bolts, and whatever he says to do, that's what we'll do. So, and then that's when we'll bring you in to do the inspection.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Just to confirm too, so he has to provide a sketch to Mike on the area that he's going to use, right?
I've got a map.
You have a map,
Correct.
Okay.
The permit will define where they will work.
Alright.
I'll get an aerial view off of Google Maps or Google Earth.
Yeah.
And then I'll kind of draw on it and I'll send that to Wyatt.
That would be perfect. If we have that by next Monday, that'd be great.
Okay. I'll have it.
Alright.
Cool.
Alright,
All
with
right,
that,
thank you all.
Thank you.
we stand adjourned.